Okay, this is how I color with the colored pencils. I got this crate full of kittens, and I'm going to start with the wood crate here. You're supposed to start with the lightest to the darkest, but I don't always follow that rule. So I'm going to take this colored pencil, it's a dark brown, and all these lines right here, I'm just going to go over them. And I want to do this first because when I blend it, I want these to kind of smear a little bit to look like wood grain. And these I want dark, so I'm pushing it kind of harder, but I got a nice sharp point on my pencil. Okay, I got that done, so now I want the wood crate to be a little bit lighter. Oh, and I always put my colored pencils, I don't put them back in the tray. I set them to the side in case I have to go back. That way I know what colored pencil I had used before, because there's so many color hues, I might accidentally get a different colored pencil if I put it back in the tray. And so I'm going to start out with a kind of a tan. And when I color where I can, I'm going to make little slow circles. Well, not slow, but... And then some spots are too small to do the circles. And I should have actually sharpened this before I used it, but I didn't. And I'm not going too heavy because I can always come back and add another layer if I want it to be darker. I'm going to color this all over. And I don't have to be, if there's any white spaces, that's okay because I'm going to blend it. But I still want to get as much coverage as I can without it being too blotchy. And I'm not going to see how I'm kind of staying away from that flower because I don't want to color on the flower or this leaf. So I'm not going to go in there fully, I'm just going to let it be. And then when I blend, I have these blending stumps and I have some for each color family. So let me find my brown. This one would be for the brown color. And when I dip it in about that far. Now when I blend it, I'm going to start at the top and work my way down, and again it's little circles. See how I can get close to that flower now without coloring on the flower? The blending brings it the more color to where I want it to go. And I'm going over those dark areas, the wood grain, because I want them to smear a little bit. And see, it's getting a little dry, so I'm going to add some more mineral, and I kind of tap it off just so there's no drips. And you can tell when you need to add more. So I just don't do the tip with the mineral, the odorless mineral spirits. I go pretty far up because this stuff evaporates quickly. And there, I'm not going to worry about getting to the edge, and I'll show you why. Okay, once I have that done, see the edge I want a little bit darker for like some shadowing. So I'm taking this darker color And now I'm just going to go over where I want some shadowing with the darker brown, but I'm not going to blend that. That's staying as is. And same with over here and around the leaf a little bit. And down at the bottom. Down the side. And around this flower. And around this flower, I will blend that in a little bit. So if there's any white spots I don't like, I just go back with a blending stump and fill in those areas. And like, let's say for the green for the leaves, I'm going to choose this color. And I'm just going to color. I'm not going to color all of it. And I'm going to choose my green. This is the green stump. And then I'm just going to color it like I'm coloring it with the mineral spirits. Then I want the edge of those leaves to be darker. So I'm going to come in with this dark green pencil. And I'm just going to go in a little bit. And let's say you decide you don't like something, just grab an eraser and erase it. Now these I want to blend in. I don't want to leave those so harsh. And like here, there's too much white right here. So I'm going to go in with this colored pencil. Color it in a little bit, give it a little shadowing. And that I'll want to blend. Oops. But it's all up to you how you want it to look, if you want it to blend it or not. I just know the look that I like, so that's how I do that. But that is how I color, and I would do that with, like the kittens, I'd probably, you know, make one orange and do a little darker out here and blend it in. But that's it, easy peasy.